attention. We have a problem.
I got to play my guy. Show you which way my guy. And my style ain't free. This ain't sway my guy. Got your girl in heat like it's May my guy. And she wish for me like she Ray J my guy. I got to play my guy. Show you which way my guy. And my style ain't free. This ain't sway my guy. Got your girl in heat like it's May my guy. And she wish for me like she Ray J my guy.
For me, I'ma make her pay a fee.
Here we got Mr.
Ahmad.
We got Mr. Duke. We got Dragon here. How y'all doing today? Today we're talking about pickleball. So, what is pickleball?
I'd say pickleball is a mix between tennis and ping pong.
Okay.
A little smaller of a court, and it has a lot to do with feel and touch over hitting the ball really hard. So it's really good for all age ranges.
Okay.
So it's more like a finesse type of game. Like,
I think when people start playing, they just want to beat really hard, right? But yeah, the game is about finesse, like the soft touches, and a lot of the high-level game we play right.
so it's kind of like a layup in basketball. You want a soft touch.
100%.
You don't want to go too hard, but you want to finger roll, soft touch it.
So then you can do it a million times and never miss it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole idea. To be consistent enough, just to not miss. And if someone misses a layup, in a basketball game, you're gonna be like, what just happened, right?
Yeah.
Same thing. When we're dinking, you don't want to miss any. You don't want to miss any shots.
Okay, so let me ask you this: you think it'll ever be a competitive sport in high school?
Probably.
You think so?
It could be.
High school?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think, a lot of times, you see the sport become mainstream now, right? So you see a lot of people that are doing it, but how the kids are, right? If there's a lot of money, then they can
So could it be a co-ed sport, like the first co-ed?
Yeah, I
One of
think
the
that's
top
what's really
co-eds?
great about it.
Okay.
Most sports, you have a boys division and a girls division. With this one, even the most professional and even the most amateur are played co-ed.
Co-ed. Oh wow. Okay, because I see a lot of co-ed games going on, so I didn't know if that was just a workout thing or that was the actual thing how they do it.
No, mixed doubles is really popular.
It's really popular.
And
Oh, awesome. So what age ranges would you say? I know you said earlier all, but what do you think is the best age range? So if you have a little kid or
When should you start training them?
5-year-old?
Start at five.
Okay,
And
that's pretty young.
If you had a grandmother or grandpa, what would you stop them at, or
That's the really cool thing about it is that there's no specific age to stop them at, unless they're unable to do it. Because the court is so small, and because the ball is so soft, you don't need that much power.
so you don't have to be as mobile, is what you're saying, right?
You don't need to be as mobile. Exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And particularly when you play doubles, right? Because, you cover half the court, and your opponent cover half the court, right?
Yeah.
So there isn't like anything, Gotcha. When you play single, it's different.
Yeah.
You move a lot.
Move more.
This is very different.
So it's more of a workout when you play singles.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. Hey, sports culture here. We have Miss Asma.
Asma.
So have you ever played pickleball before?
No, maybe for the last 30 minutes.
For the 30 minutes? So what is it? What is pickleball?
I don't know, it's kind of like tennis, but not tennis and not ping pong.
Okay.
Do you think people get good exercise, or is it more like just for fun? Or what is it?
I think people get a workout out of it.
really?
Move around, yeah.
So what age limit do you think?
Age limit?
5, 6, 7, or 50 years old they gotta stop, or is it really like
No, I think it's like all
all ring?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So everybody gets exercise. Oh, that's cool. So do you see it being in like school one day, like high school, as an actual like competitive sport? Or?
Maybe. I mean, growing up, I used to play this in like elementary.
Oh, so this is an old game?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I used to play in like PE when I was younger.
Really?
Oh, I thought it was new.
Yeah, I thought it was
I'm from
new.
California, so we used to play this out there. I don't know if you know
Really?
that.
So is it a competitive sport now? Or?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people who play this.
Like,
There's
so-
there's also like I heard of different groups here, like just pickleball clubs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do you think it'll be like an Olympic sport one day, or is it?
I don't know all that.
You don't think so? Oh, so it's not big like that.
It might be. I have no idea actually.
So
I'm a
what's,
hooper. I don't know about
Oh,
this.
you a hooper?
Yeah.
oh, so you nice on the court?
Yeah, I play basketball.
Oh, you play? You play in college? You think, or?
No, I played in high school.
High school?
And then I coached elementary school for a little bit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What position you play?
Shooter.
Shooter?
Shooting guard, yeah. And then I played post.
So you like stuff? Well, we appreciate you.
What's good? It's Rude Boy. We here with Sports Culture. I got who with me?
Zane.
Zane. Nice to meet you, Zane.
Nice to meet you.
So we out here, we talking to people about pickleball, trying to find out information about the sport. So it's like I heard you're kind of an expert in this. She told us you wrote an essay about it.
I wouldn't be an expert. I'm just a fan.
Okay,
But
how
yeah.
long have you been playing it for?
So I've been playing ever since Lifetime added pickleball. Actually, I was kind of interested in the sport.
Okay.
They opened up these courts, and I was kind of like, they took a whole basketball court away and they added pickleball, so it must be something interesting. I started playing, and then I, got caught onto it, and it was really fun. And then everybody, all the group, all my friends' group started playing, so it kind of became like a fun thing. And then we started getting really competitive at it.
Okay. So when did they turn the court over to pickleball court?
I think it was probably like it's been 2 months, maybe 2-3 months.
Oh, so you just started 2 months ago. You ain't played
I have not played. So I had played like other racket sports, squash, table tennis. So this seemed like something easy to pick up. It was pretty easy to pick up, and I started playing a little more competitively against some pretty good guys that come here and play, and I ended up kind of catching onto it.
Okay, what age range would you suggest that you should start? Like, is this something a 4-year-old could pick up on, 5-year-old? When would you start training a kid?
So I guess what your question is, like, to be competitive?
Yeah, like what age would you start? Do you feel like a kid could play this? Or
Definitely kid could.
5-year-old,
Yeah. I
6-year-old?
think that's one of the best parts about this sport is that why these 3 courts are fully packed right now is because the gateway to entry is so easy. I mean, no matter your age, if you're not even that athletic. It's just a fun sport, and it's really easy for people to pick up. Yeah, there's people who are super competitive and they're playing tournaments and getting to that competitive professional level. But there's kids playing in parks and stuff like that too. So I think it's really one of the star lights of the sport is that it's super easy to start and get into, and it's super fun as well.
Okay. Do you ever think it'll be a part of schools, like a sport?
It already is.
It already is.
It's part of a bunch.
Some schools got it.
Yeah, a lot of high schools have it. Not in Houston. So again, you're talking about Houston. I guess you could call it a late adopter. Of the sport.
We're late to it over here in Houston.
I think we're a little late to it. I mean, there's schools around the nation.
Houston, y'all gotta catch up.
I think it has definitely potential. I mean, there's a reason Lifetime's spending money to build courts, right? It's not just because it's going to be fun for the members, although it is, yeah. But there's a lot of hype around it too, and it's definitely in schools. And I think it's going to get as big as mainstream tennis. I think it has a potential. I mean, you're talking about companies like Head and all these big companies that are sponsoring squash tournaments and even big tennis players who are getting into this industry as well. So I think it has a potential to become really big and hit one of the major sports.
Got you. Do you think it'll ever be an Olympic sport that big?
I actually think it has a very good potential to become an Olympic sport. And the main reason I think that is from more of you could call it like a business perspective. For example, squash has been a sport for a very long time. And actually one of the requirements to become an Olympic sport is to have 150 international organizations. And I think pickleball has one of the very big things is that it's very popular and it's easy to get pick up. So the more popularity it has, I think that plays a really big factor into Olympics kind of adopting the sport. And I think it really does have a potential to become an Olympic sport because of how much hype is surrounding it, how much popularity and fandom is surrounding it, and it's getting really popular too.
Okay. So in your best words, what would you explain the sport? Like, how would you explain it? What's your best explanation of pickleball?
I think you could just say small tennis or big table tennis.
Small tennis or big table tennis. And you can play ones and twos is what I heard.
You play singles and doubles.
Which one's easier?
Doubles is definitely easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot more running in singles.
So what do you think is the skill? Like, what's the key behind the sport?
I think the key behind the sport is being patient.
Patient? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta be patient.
They said finesse. You gotta have a soft touch.
Yes, you have to have finesse.
Okay.
But I've been watching pro games, and the number one player I keep watching, he has one thing that everybody else doesn't have, and his patience. He's very calm, cool, collected. There is a finesse involved, but he doesn't have the most finesse in the league. But he does have the most patience and the most calmness, and he's able to change games. But I'm gonna actually go pick up my game real quick.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. Let's get it. We're gonna get you.
Thank you.
Hey,
We're gonna get a little
camera,
cook.
baby.
culture.
Sports culture. Thank y'all. Smoke.
Kevin Banks on it. I got to play, my guy. Show you which way, my guy. And my style ain't free. This ain't sway, my guy. Got your girl in heat like it's May, my guy. And she wishing for me like she Ray J, my guy.